Welcome to the Basketball Movement Podcast. I'm joined by Craig Harden, Craig Smith. I'm Anthony Chavis. Thank you for having us. We're filming here at the Bass Pro Tournament of Champions. Super excited to bring this episode to you. Craig, tell us a little bit about what's going on here.
Well, first of all, let me kind of introduce myself.
Please do.
I'm new to the
Please
basketball
do.
movement. Been covering sports for the last 7 years, Midwest. First time coming to the basketball tournament of champions. Let me correct myself. Awesome event. I know it's it's the biggest high school basketball tournament.
It's the premier high school basketball tournament in the nation.
And I can see why coming down here. Beautiful facility to have it at Missouri State. The fans has been awesome. The play we've seen, the basketball that we've seen, high-level high school basketball.
Oh, absolutely.
High level, for sure.
So, I mean, I cover a lot of high school games, and sometimes you don't get that high-level basketball.
So there's 8 teams here. There's no less than 20 Division I players.
And probably even more.
And probably more, absolutely.
sure,
yeah, it's
for
crazy.
sure.
It's just the list just keeps going on and on. We talked about who's your favorite player. We start naming players, and you forget about guys that you really love.
That's true.
We're just talking about who you really like.
Right.
And I love Darius Garland, like his game, skinny and quick, shoot the heck out of it. And then you guys start naming your players. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about him.
Right.
There's just so many.
Real quick, give us a rundown of who's here, Craig. I know you always know.
That's right. We've got
Who?
Brentwood Academy from Nashville, Oak Hill from Malta Wilson, Virginia,
Needs no introduction.
La Lumiere from Indiana,
Yep.
Webster
State
Groves
champ.
out of St. Louis.
Yep.
We've got Wasatch Academy from Utah,
Utah.
Ozark from just down the road, and Glendale from even closer.
Yep.
Christ the King. Can never forget Christ the King.
New
perennial
York!
favorite, New York in the house.
That's impressive because he named this all off the top of his head. I already in my program. Who's here? Who else we got here? But you're right. These are some of the premier programs in the country, all in this high school event, which is a wonderful thing. But one of the things you mentioned, you said the Garland kid.
Yeah.
Not only do we like him, but this is kind of his backyard in a sense because his pops played here, correct?
Yeah, yes,
Touchy
yes.
subject around here.
Yeah, we let
His
him
father
get
is
away.
actually a Hall of Famer here at Missouri State. The story is that Coach Lusk didn't recruit him. We don't know if there's any truth to that.
Right.
But he doesn't have a scholarship offer here.
That's true.
So, and his dad's name is hanging in the rafters.
Hanging in the rafters.
I'd sure love to see him in maroon and white because I'm a Bears alum. As you know, owner of the basketball movement, Robert Yanders, also a very famous Bears alum. We would have loved to have him. I mean, we're going to talk about our top NBA prospects here in a second. He's definitely on the list.
I think he's also probably, besides the Glendale team and Ozark, he may be the most popular player out of all the.
Oh,
there's
sure.
no doubt about
Because
that.
everybody loves Pops.
Right,
That's what it is.
That's what I noticed Friday night when they were playing. I heard the fans get behind him.
Yeah,
So it
absolutely.
was kind of like, is he a home? You could tell he was a homegrown guy in a sense where everybody kind of rallied around him. They came up short, but he had a marvelous performance.
Yeah, he's great. We were talking to his dad, Winston, the other day, and you could see how emotional he was getting when we were asking about what's it like to show your son your number up in the rafters.
That's so
it's
cool.
one thing to tell your son you were cold, but it's another thing to prove it.
Right.
Look,
Show him
look
in the
right up there.
rafters. Yep.
That's my name, son.
yeah.
That was me.
Okay, so we talked about Garland. Craig, who's your top NBA prospect here?
Top NBA prospect, I'm gonna have to probably go with my main man from La Lumiere. I might be saying the name wrong, but the guy Isaiah
Academy out of Indiana.
Yes, Isaiah Stewart.
Oh yeah.
To me, he's probably been the most impressive big man. He's only a junior, I think. But physically, he is built like he's a senior in college.
He's a grown man out there. Yeah.
And he
Old
plays.
man strength.
He's barbecue chicken, like Shaq like to say. He eats in that paint.
Yeah.
He has a nice little 5-foot jump shot, but he left hand, right hand over the shoulder. He's getting money where he's supposed to get money in that paint. So to me, I think and the way that the game is played now with the stretch fours, you need to probably develop a 15-foot jump shot.
Yeah.
But physically, he can probably play right now and bang in the NBA.
Oh,
Yeah,
no doubt
I agree.
about it.
I agree.
So that's to me, maybe that next step was him getting a jump shot, some more post moves. But physically, he's ready to play right now.
And you know, the thing I liked about him is you can tell he has a lot more skill that he could be using out there, and maybe it just doesn't fit with his team right now.
Right.
Because I've seen him handle it, take it coast to coast a
Yep.
couple of times,
Yep.
go by a couple of guys and finish at the rim. Like, his game is nice, really
absolutely.
nice.
I agree.
He's high on Duke's radar, right?
Yes.
Or is he committed to Duke?
He's not committed
He's not
yet.
committed anybody. He's a junior, so
He's-
hopefully
he's
he doesn't
not
make
committed.
that decision.
Coach K better jump on it, man.
Yeah.
So,
What about you?
My favorite NBA or who I think is going to be the best NBA prospect here is McCormick from Oak Hill. Kid going to Kansas, David
the big fella.
McCormick.
Yep.
Talk about grown man strength.
Grown man.
Yeah, they must be taking the same grown man pills.
He has old man games too. When I watch him,
Yeah.
a couple of things. He takes his time. He's patient, but you don't speed him up.
Yeah.
As a big man, you guys work with post player. They like to kind of go fast.
Yeah.
Right.
You take your time, gather yourself, get your feet under you. But he has great post moves, great footwork
Yeah.
too.
I'll tell you what impressed me most about him. I was down on the floor with my son yesterday watching him play. He never shut up on the defensive end. He was literally directing traffic the entire possession.
That shows a lot of maturity.
Yeah, and I kept telling my son, I'm like, see, this is what it sounds like.
Yeah.
It's loud. He's directing traffic
All the time.
the
talking.
entire possession.
Yep.
I mean, that's something you don't see from a lot of kids this age. He was directing traffic.
He was very good
It was fantastic.
in the post defensively.
Yeah.
They played Webster Groves and Cartier Gordon, who's a very good player, very
top
good
50
post player. He just kept running into him. It's like he was running into a wall every
Yeah.
single time. I mean,
Yep.
he knocked him down a couple of times just doing this, just standing
Yep.
straight up. And Gordon really struggled against him.
He did.
You
He
know,
did.
and I haven't seen him struggle against too many guys.
Yeah, he had to keep stepping out to get the shot off.
Yeah, and you know what? By the end of the game, he was shooting 15-footers.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
is that in his game? Because as I watched that game, I was thinking, well, he's pretty. I mean, he's a solid kid too.
Yeah.
But if he has that 15-foot in his repertoire, he's going to be good at the next level too. Because now you have to hit that shot.
Yeah,
in
I've seen him
today's
play.
game.
I've seen him play a couple of times. I've seen him hit that shot, but you know that's not the shot that he wants.
Yeah, but
he's taking that shot because he's been pushed
He
out.
was tired of running into that body.
He was tired of running.
Right.
I would be tired of running into McCormick too.
He's huge.
Yeah.
That's going to be a good battle when they play later tonight.
So speaking of Lumiere and Oak Hill Academy, we're talking about national title contenders.
Yep.
Right.
What do you think? They got
Who
a
did,
shot?
who did you give us? So who was your
Oh,
top?
my guy is Darius Garland.
Okay, so that's your
okay. He did a couple things yesterday that really don't show up unless you're a guy who really watches. Like, he came off a screen early and Gerald housed a guy and just kept him on his butt and just slowed down getting to the rim.
Speaking right,
Just
old
got him
Rod
behind
Strickland.
him. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly
Old Rod
right.
Strickland.
Old New
Right,
York,
right,
old
right.
New York Rod. He just put him on his butt and slowed down. And that's the thing. Lots of kids are athletic and play fast.
Yeah.
But to see a 17-year-old be smart enough to get half a step on a guy and hit the brakes, and just go as slow as you want now, he can't get around you. That was really something.
That's the kind of stuff that you learn when your dad's a Hall of Famer.
That's exactly right.
When you
the
walk-
nuance of the game,
Yeah.
the small things.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
small things. And you know, he scores, I think he's averaging 33 this tournament.
Yeah.
And he does it easy.
Yeah.
It doesn't look
Effortless.
difficult when he's scoring. He just, and those are the guys that can score a lot and make it look easy.
Right.
You know that that's true talent there.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I
what
think
I mean?
his team overall, like some of these other schools, like the Oak Hills, he doesn't have the talent like the rest of these guys. So
Yeah,
the
around
defense,
him.
right?
Yeah.
The defense was definitely zeroing in on him.
Yeah.
So it was making it tough for him, but he was still able to get
Getting buckets
buckets
anyway.
Yeah.
and he made it look easy.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like you're right. I think he was, to me, one of the best individual performances I've seen this
Yep.
weekend.
Uh-huh.
Has to come from that kid. because
Yeah, I
he-
agree completely.
And we'll get to see him go up against Ramey later on today. And that'll be an
Yeah,
interesting
those two
matchup.
guys will
He's
be-
unsigned, right? The point guard.
Yes,
Courtney
he was.
Ramey, yeah.
He was committed to Louisville before the scandal happened, and now, you know, I
There
think
was a
he's gonna.
scandal in Louisville. What happened? You can't get free shoes no more. What's going on here?
all I know is-
$100,000 duffel bags.
There's a scandal.
No duffel bags.
All I
But,
know is I sat next to a coach from UCLA last night who flew in yesterday and flew out this morning just to see Ramey. So everybody still wants him.
Yeah, yeah. He's. I mean, like I think he's gonna come out better because of it.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, I think he's gonna get a better deal. I think he's gonna go to a better school for him.
Right, more of a pro style instead of.
Exactly.
Yeah, I agree
Exactly.
completely. I think it's going to work out good for him.
Yep.
I mean, fingers crossed he ends up at Mizzou, but
Ooh, I know my guy, Coach Martin, to get it done if
that
that's
would
what
be
he
nice.
wants.
That would be nice.
Shout out Coach Martin, man. Yeah. So we went over title contenders. Who was maybe not the best NBA prospect for you guys, but you just enjoyed watching him?
For me, it's easy. It's the Lalu Veer, however you can say this school from Indiana.
We'll learn your name, don't
right,
worry.
Tiger Campbell.
Yeah, little Tiger.
Yeah, he
To
is
me,
fun
he's
to
a
watch.
guy who was on a national championship team that won a national high school championship last year for the Dick's Sporting, but he came back his senior year. He controls the pace.
Yeah.
Right.
The reason I like Isaiah Stewart is because of probably Campbell.
Yeah.
Feeding him the ball.
Yep.
Giving
Yep.
him the ball in the right position.
Knowing where he likes it.
Knowing where he likes
Right.
it, and he knows he has a big man. Let's just take advantage of that. It's
Yep.
kind of like NBA basketball.
Oh,
You
yeah.
go
Right.
to your advantage.
Right.
You keep
Right.
feeding that person over and over and over. And so Campbell to me was impressive as a point guard. He was a floor general
Yep.
to the fullest. So to me,
Right,
I'm
right.
going with Campbell. And I love his hairstyle. I can't grow that type of hair, but I love his hair, you know?
Right.
So,
Excuse me.
no problem. Go ahead.
My favorite guy to watch, other than Darius, is probably Keontae Johnson from Oak Hill.
Yes, going to Florida.
Crazy explosive. Like standing on 2 feet in traffic next to the rim at 6'3", just raising up and dunking on dudes.
Yeah.
You just don't see that. He's built like a man, broad shoulders, thick chest. And the first time I saw him get up, I was stunned.
Yeah.
Because that's not what he looks like. He's not wiry. He doesn't look like a leaper, but man, he gets off the floor.
And it seems like he fits with what Florida's recruiting right now.
Yeah, athletes get out and pressure you, try to not let you swing the ball around the perimeter.
Yep.
And in transition, he is a monster.
Yeah, he's gonna be fun to watch. I can't
Probably,
wait to see him in Florida.
He's probably one of the most exciting. If it's a fast break, everyone's getting up like, oh, where's he
Oh,
about?
yeah, what's
He's an
coming?
oohs and eyes
Yeah,
type
they're
of
gonna
guy
throw it up
right
to the
there.
top of the backboard.
His athletic ability was off the
So
chart.
you were talking about Florida Generals. The guy I liked watching was Will Richardson out of Oak Hill. And now,
Oak Hill.
as a point guard, I understand it's very difficult when you've got a lot of stars around you because you have the responsibility to keep all those guys happy.
Right.
That ball has to go. I mean, he's got to get 10 shots. He's got to get 10 shots. You know, that's not an easy job.
Right.
And he did it with ease. I mean, I think he's going to be really good at Florida at Oregon. He's going to Oregon. He's going to be really good for Dana Altman next year.
He did a great job yesterday in noticing that he needed to score.
Yeah.
The first game they played, all he did was distribute, making sure that Keldon Johnson's going to Kansas is getting the ball.
Yep.
Or going to
McCormick.
Kentucky. I'm sorry, McCormick going to
Johnson.
Kansas. Deontay going to
They got
Florida.
all kind of guys going everywhere.
Yeah.
Okay,
So, and he was just distributing the ball.
Yeah.
But last night he thought, I need to get some buckets. He was great scoring last night. Really
Yeah.
turned it into a different, I hadn't seen him play like that, where he decided, I'm going to go get mine tonight.
Yeah.
His teammates were fine with it. They knew it was time for him to get his. It was really impressive. He did a great job.
Yeah.
High basketball IQ. We interviewed him after that game yesterday, and that was one of the things I asked him. I was like, so how do you balance when to score and then when to get your teammates involved? And he said, like you said, the first game he knew he had shooters around him, so he got his scorers involved.
Yeah.
And then last night he had to Friday night he had to turn it on.
Right.
And he picked up I think 17 or 19 points. So
was really
he's
great.
going to like Oregon, a
Oregon,
fast pace.
yeah.
So therefore
Dana Altman.
it'll fit his system. And he's a big guard, 6'4".
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And is he lefty too? I think he's a
Lefty.
lefty. So I think that's system.
Seems like a great kid too. I talked to him a little bit afterwards, and he stayed for like 15, 20 minutes afterwards signing autographs. It's the last game of the night. It's 11:30. He did it with no problem. Seems like a great kid. I really wish the best for him. I hope he has a good career, a good 1-year career at Oregon.
A one and done?
I don't see why not, man. He's a floor general, and even though we didn't talk about him as one of our top NBA
Prospects,
picks,
right.
prospects from here, just like Craig said, it's just so many guys here.
So many.
But I think he's going to be a great player at Oregon. I think we're going to see him in the NBA draft, no doubt about it. He's got great size for a point guard.
One of the things I kind of want to also, before we go, kind of hit on was the basketball movement involvement in the Tournaments of Champions.
Yeah.
This was something where my first time coming down here, but the presence that the basketball movement had at this event was amazing. From the halftime interviews, getting the coaches and players after the games. We were so involved in what was going on here. I think you had a lot of different media forums here covering this, but from a standpoint, I think the basketball movement did an awesome job. Robbie Anders and everybody and his crew, everybody from the basketball movement did a great job of getting the information out to the people, getting the highlights out. So even if you weren't here at the basketball movement, you got an opportunity to kind of see what was going on.
So that's a big shout out to our crew.
Definitely.
Luke, Tim, Matt, Ben. I mean, those guys did a great job getting stuff out on social media.
That's crazy.
Filming. They got everything. That video that they got of the game winner.
Yes. Yes.
Awesome. I mean, you see our stuff on social media. Like this is our second year here, and I really feel like we came and we dominated this year. Welcome back. We're joined by Jordan Burton, local media guru here in Springfield. He's the man that knows everything here in Springfield to do with basketball. The streets are talking a little bit, Jordan. You can be joining us here at the basketball movement?
I hear there's a buzz.
I hear
that
there's
buzz
a
might be robbed.
Yeah.
That buzz might be robbed in my ear. We'll see. It'd be nice to work with the basketball movement. I feel like the movement is tremendous. Whether we're talking media or basketball, there's so many good things going on here.
Yeah.
Anybody would be crazy not to want to be a part of it. So,
Exactly.
so who knows? Keep an eye out moving forward.
Good. So we were talking about NBA prospects.
Yeah, but I just got to stop you. You said Will Richardson one and done.
Oak Hill.
And I love Will Richardson. Number
Yeah.
36 in Rivals, 6'4" combo guard, does a
Yeah.
lot of things well, gets to the rim, attacks. He's a 3-year college player at minimum.
Yeah.
He might be a 4-year guy.
Okay.
I love his game. I think
Yeah.
he's fantastic. But I just don't see that one and done explosiveness. Right now, what do you think he does really well that translates to an NBA, helping a team right now?
I can agree with you there. The thing that I think he does the best is you put stars around him, and he'll figure out how to get him the ball. He'll figure out how to keep everybody
Tiger
happy
Campbell for La Lumiere does the same thing.
Same
Why
way.
is he not one and done?
Right.
because he's 6'1".
I agree, but
Well, he's
Tiger-
not 6'1". His hair makes him 6'. He's
His
more
hair
like
about
5'10".
See, and
Right.
so
They shorter, right.
who can you guard at 5'10"?
I mean, you have to
I'll
be a
give you
scorer.
I'll give you a comparison to Tiger Campbell, Trey Burke,
I
who
think
got
Trey Burke-
signed
I
just
have-
recently by the Knicks, I think it
Right.
was, the
but
G
Trey
League
Burke shot it
affiliate.
way better.
I have to just
Shot it way
100%.
better.
Different guards. Tiger Campbell's a
Different
defender.
guards for
He's
sure.
gonna facilitate. He's gonna do those things.
Yeah.
Trey Burke was an explosive scorer, hitting at an elite level. So I like the comparison in terms
Yeah.
of
Just the size.
Right.
That's what I'm talking about. How many 5'10", 5'11" guys can you name in the NBA?
They're very small. I 100% agree. I think one guy we also
Most
left
of them are
out.
backups.
Very
Right?
true.
Or besides Isaiah Thomas. He's not even 5'10". He's under 5'10".
Yeah. So
I
who
think the
else,
one
who
guy
else
we left-
besides him?
I think the one guy we left out though was Matt Bradley from Wasatch.
Okay.
Lefty, going to Cal,
Yep.
shoots it really well, defends 1 through 3. I think he does a lot of things. He reminds me of Malcolm Brogdon, which you're obviously very
Okay.
familiar with. He's going to be a 4-year
Okay.
player in college. He's going to score really well. He's going to defend. He's going to rebound. I love his overall game.
Yep.
One and done, no way. 4 years from now, we're going to be talking about Matt Bradley.
What about
Okay.
his teammate who made the spectacular shot over the weekend?
Squire.
That
Yeah,
made,
Damon
Yeah.
Squire. That play came off a Matt Bradley block.
Yeah.
So again, we go back to defense. Squire, first of all, that shot, one dribble, he from 80 feet. Who does
And
that?
looked at
Wade
it
did
and
that.
knew it was going
Yeah,
in.
Even had the little lean on
Yeah.
it. Like,
And
yeah,
if you haven't seen it, go to the basketball movement because we do have that
We
clip
do have
of
it.
that
We
game
do
winning
have it.
shot. So make sure you check that out.
Okay, so and that game was against Glendale.
Right.
Talk a little bit about the local guys who have played well during this tournament.
honestly, you look at him and two names come to mind immediately. Monty Joe Hall, a guy in the basketball
Buckets.
Buckets. Monty
The
Buckets.
walking bucket, as we like to call him. He,
Yes.
of course, plays for the basketball movement in Yanders Law program. We love the kid.
3 games, 81 points. He gets it everywhere you want. 3-point line, mid-range, he gets to the rim. He doesn't defend at a high level, but he scored so well. You have to think a D1's going to fall in love with that ability. And again, we talk about what can you do at the next level to help
Yep.
somebody. He's going to score it at the elite level.
He's
That's a
gonna
skill
score.
set that
Yep.
you're-
100%. Again, 81 points in 3 games. There's nothing not to like about his offensive game.
Okay. And the second name.
Second name is Quinn Nelson, is a kid you know very well.
Yeah.
Quinn is going off right now behind us. Another monster game for him.
Yep.
He hit 16 threes in his first 5 quarters in this event.
Yeah.
I mean, that's unreal. You talk about a guy.
And both of them, too. I don't want to take anything away from Monty, as I was getting ready to say. Quinn's just a great kid.
Yes.
Just a great kid. Monty is also. But it's good when you get to see great players with phenomenal talent, and they're also good kids and
100%.
just good people.
And it's
100%.
to back
And-
up what you
and-
guys said, I think those guys represented the Springfield area very well, going against national talent
Yeah. Right.
coming in. You can put some of those guys. They held their own against top 25 players in the country. So both those guys did a great job all weekend.
And honestly, they're an epitome of Springfield basketball. Springfield basketball, we don't have great athletes here.
No.
But we get very skilled kids who understand their game and play their role very well. Quinn Nelson coming off screens, catching and shooting, dominating people.
Yeah.
He didn't try to create off the dribble. That's not his game. That's not who he is. And he excelled at a high level here. We just saw Ozark beat Wasatch 2-1, first team since 2009 to win multiple games in this tournament as a local group. Unbelievable. But again, going back to Quinn Nelson, it all started with him. They didn't score very much, but he was the catalyst for everything because of his ability to shoot the basketball.
That's a grinded out team I watched when they played against the Christ the King. And
Yeah.
That they grinded that game out and won that game. So hats off to those guys.
So real quick, where do you see Monty playing at?
Honestly, I see Monty as a competitor. I think he's going to try the Division I level. He's going to take one of those Division I offers.
What
and try to
kind of
make it work.
school do you think?
Honestly, looking at his game, he screams MAC. To me, he screams MAC. You can maybe see him being one of those West Coast Conference guys, but MAC seems like a good fit.
Why not here?
Hey, why not? And
That's a question we can't answer.
Why
Hey,
not here? I mean, I'm an outsider, but why not here?
That's
Real
a
quick,
question we
we'll
can't answer.
go back to something you said. I actually knew the story about Paul Lusk getting a call from Winston Garland.
Okay.
Whenever Darius was in 8th grade, he told him, "Hey, I have a kid. He's going to be a great player. I would love it if you recruited him." And it was pretty apparent early that Darius was going to outgrow Missouri State in terms
Yeah.
of level. However, you do your due diligence. You offer the kid. You go to games. You give it a punch of chance because you never know. And he ended up picking Vanderbilt. That's not a basketball power. He didn't pick them for basketball reasons.
Yeah.
So again, why not Missouri State? And that's the tough part. But Monty could fit in here in the Valley 100%.
Okay, good. And Quinn, where you see him playing at?
I see Quinn probably being a D2 guy. Again, if I'm a small D1 looking at this and his ability to shoot the basketball and create space, hey, he's going to run off screens, catch and shoot.
I would
love it.
really like to see him play for Coach Hessel.
And that, honestly, with them going through the space and pace and shooting threes, he'd be a perfect fit at Drury.
Yeah.
He'd be a guy who could step in immediately and help them out. He reminds me a lot of Alex Hall, honestly. You look at what he does. His game is a lot like Alex Hall.
And I think, honestly, he might have the chance to be a little bit better. No disrespect to Alex.
And he's a great athlete too. So again, two very good players from the Springfield area, had great tournaments, should be on the all-tournament team. I mean, you can't say more about what they did this weekend.
So once again, thank you to Jordan for joining us, Craig Harden. We appreciate you guys checking out the podcast, the Basketball Movement Podcast. Like us, follow us on Facebook. We'll have everything Bass Pro Tournament of Champions for you guys. We're getting ready to film the dunk contest, so check in with us. We appreciate you guys.